Andy wants to know, what's the best way to quiet squeaky cleats on road shoes? Cleat squeaks can come from a number of different sources, either from the cleat shoe interface, from the cleat to pedal interface, or from the binding mechanism within the cleat or pedal. Let's look at each of these one by one. At the cleat and shoe interface, the most common issue is loose cleat bolts. Tighten down the cleat to the manufacturer's recommended torque value to limit cleat flex and the creaking it generates. Greasing cleat bolt threads and underneath the bolt head can also help to quiet down flexing cleats. If you use speed play cleats, make sure that your cleats are properly shimmed so that they do not become warped when they're tightened down, as this is a common source of creaks. At the cleat to pedal interface, most creaks are the result of worn out cleats that rock on the pedal body. If the wear areas on your cleats are worn down, it's a good time to replace them. However, even with a fresh set of cleats, creaks can still happen. Lubricate the contact points where the cleat and pedal meet with a dry chain lube. Rock and Roll Absolute Dry Chain Lube is a good example of the type of lube you want to use. Just keep in mind that a little goes a long way and that you need to wait for the solvents to evaporate before the lube will stay in place. The last source of creaks is the binding mechanism. On a look style pedal, you will want to first clean the pedal with a dry degreaser such as White Lightning Clean Streak. Let the degreaser evaporate and then lube the binding pivots and the spring binding interface. A dry lube is good for this application too. Follow the same procedure on your cleats if you use speed play pedals. Clean out the spring cleat interface and then lube it with a dry lube. If you want your question answered on Ask a Mechanic presented by Cyclery, send your inquiry to webletters@competitorgroup.com.